Hey there, YouTube and makers. Thank you for joining me here today. I've got another fun unboxing of some great tooling that I found that I think is going to be really helpful and probably paramount in my make of the Koza Hiroga Pennsylvania A3 switcher steam locomotive engine in 3/4 inch scale to run on a 3.5 inch gauge track in a 04 layout. Now, one of the problems that I had was while discussing with the journey machinist, I was freaking out thinking that I needed to buy a really expensive full set of either Mitutoyo or Starrett or Shar or a cheaper version like a Shar's of a angle block set to figure out how to get 45 degrees in order to either mill the journal boxes on my lathe and doing any kind of that milling work. So a Starrett Weber, that's like $1,000 for a complete angle block set. I want to say the Mitutoyo at the time of this filming was running like $400 or $500. All of them in various grades of wear and tear, missing different gauges. I hadn't since I began my project and kept an eye out on it. I've never seen an affordable. Well, I have seen an affordable one, and by the time I get the notification to my email and get around and checking it within a few hours, they're always sold on the buy it now. But I haven't been able to score a angle block gauge set for a good price that was complete and in good condition. Kind of three things: good price, complete, good condition. Hard to find, and the only ones I can't seem to find, like I said, are in the $800,000 plus range. So freaking out, thinking like, how am I going to put that? I think it's 45 degrees on a journal box. I was talking to the journey machinist, wanted his advice, checking some stuff with him to see what he thought the condition was, whether it was overpriced or whether or not I could utilize it the way I was thinking. The journeyman tool and die maker said, why not look at your machinery's handbook? They have a complete chart with all these dimensions on it and all these settings for it, and get this tool. Well, this tool I found. So let's see what we got here. What in the world could possibly replace a $900,000 Fowler gauge block set? And quite affordably so, and provide just as much, if not more, versatility. Oh gosh, I hope I don't cut myself. Sketchy. Cardboard. Seems well packaged. Oop. What's this? Oh, that is an interesting way to fold up a invoice. What do we have here? It is a micro 5-inch Fisher machine made in Hawthorne, California. Sine bar. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh. All right. Sorry, I didn't want it to fall in here and get all oily, but that looks pretty like new shape. Gosh, I hope I don't drop it. So it is used, but in very good shape, because I don't imagine that is a factory engraving. Not too many scratches. No corrosion, no spotting. So you can see a few little marks from where, but so a sine bar, you use something called, there is a whole table that is used like that. So I'm kind of surprised. 5 inches is a bit bigger than I anticipated. And in comparison to the lathe here, it is quite big. But there's a whole table in Machine Use Handbook in which, by setting something at a different height, right? So the sine bar, I put something at a height, provides an angle. And it's using, and sine is a trigonometric function. Well, that sine bar is kind of big. So, in all honesty, after buying it and then realizing it was too big, I realized I might need a little bit smaller one for micro machining. So I was able to fortunately find, quite affordably, one in a collection of tools. And it just so happens that this came with multiple tools. So I got here a number 56B Starrett surface gauge in a beautiful box and looks like in decent shape. So a surface gauge with 4 and 7-inch spindle. So it's been rolling around in there a little bit, so chewed up the box. There's a bit of box dust. So I'm guessing that is the 7-inch spindle. Looks to be in pretty good shape. I don't really see any corrosion. Don't see any bad. And that is a surface gauge. Oh wow, there's a date on here. May 20th, 1956. Wow, 1956. That's a long time ago. It's in very good shape. So I got lucky on this one. A little bit of grime, mostly box dust, but I just absolutely love that color case hardening. That is my favorite attribute is the Starrett. It's particularly vintage Starrett is color case hardening. So a number Starrett 56 surface gauge, which hopefully here I think will be quite useful on my make, and I think I'm probably going to end up using it very early on. What else did I get in this collection? Yes. Some will know, some will have no idea. But another box isn't in greatest shape. You can't tell what it is from the box, but old Starrett. You see a little old label there. A odd little hole punched in the side. Oh, there's some writing on the lid. Number 35 tap and drill. Number 29 body drill. I wonder what that could be for. But what this is a rather lovely, more box dust. Not the greatest packaging from the seller. Starrett button set. And I'm not seeing any corrosion, no no markings or damage until I get a hold of it. But that is a Starrett number 494C Machinist Button set. Not used very often now, and really only used by a few people who really know how, but something that is incredibly useful and really good to know, because these can be quickly ripped up in any size and shape. Well, not really any shape because they're all cylindrical and round, but can be quickly whipped up if you have a lathe. Beautiful color case hardening base, beautiful shiny finish. So hopefully I'll get to demonstrate how to use these Machinist buttons here soon. I don't know how myself, and I'm going to need a good thorough lesson from the journeyman machinist on that. Last but not least, we have another Fisher Sine bar. Please don't fall out. Made in Hawthorne, California. It's got some more modern labels on it, but this one does look brand new. It doesn't have any marking. And it even looks like it's got some sort of old, that old kind of anti-rust prohibitive grease on it that dries out and has a particular look. So that's on there. But I'm not seeing any marks on this. A little dirty, in need of some cleaning. But a smaller, much more manageable sidebar for a desktop micro machine or micro machining setup. So that'll probably use well before in conjunction with my machinery's handbook on making parts. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully you found that useful and maybe a little inspirational. Again, if you're ever interested in finding your own version of the tools that you see me use here, I'll be sure to have either a link in the description below or a link at the end of the video, something along those lines, so you could see the exact search that I use to find these great, really nice vintage tools. I'm really excited and looking forward to sharing them with you on my channel and showing you and demonstrating how I use them in my make of the Pennsylvania A3 switcher steam locomotive engine in 3/4 inch scale to run on a 3.5 inch gauge track in a 040 layout as described by Kozo Hirooka. So that you never miss another video, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you never miss when that posts. And feel free to comment below as well as share the video. I look forward to demonstrating a lot of this with you. And until next time, have fun out there, stay safe, and keep making chips.